Good afternoon, guys. Hope you're having a great weekend. I hope your week went great. Hope this coming week goes great too. But before I get started, I'd like to ask for your help. If you could give me some thumbs up if you like the channel, subscribe for sure, and share so this channel can grow. I can't do it without you. It's like I said in my last video, it's totally impossible for this channel to go anywhere without viewer involvement. So I want to thank you for that ahead of time. I'd like to talk about a subject that I haven't really talked a whole lot about. I have mentioned money in the past. I want to look at money from God's point of view, from Jesus' point of view, that we don't hear a whole lot about. You know, as Americans, it's basically ingrained into our mind and to our spirit to just work and work and work, try to figure out ways to get more wealth, get rich, put back as much as you can for the future, for retirement and all this and that. And while I personally don't see anything wrong with any of that, that is not actually what the Bible teaches. I think we'd be surprised at what Jesus actually taught about money and about storing stuff up and, you know, having so many assets and that we're basically taught to achieve. And I'd like to talk about the parable of the rich fool. Now, this is Jesus teaching about money and wealth. But let's read a little bit from this parable. This is going to be the New Living Translation. Then someone called from the crowd, "Teacher, please tell my brother to divide all our father's estate with me." Does that sound familiar? Yes, it does. Jesus replied, "Friend, who made me judge over you to decide such things as that?" Then he said, "Beware, guard against every kind of greed. Life is not measured by how much you own." Now, Jesus says life is not measured by how much we own, but the world says different. The world says popularity, money, power, position, all these things is who you are. But that's not how God views people. That's not what he looks at when he looks at us. Let's read on a little bit more. Then he told them a story. A rich man had a fertile farm that produced fine crops. And he said to himself, "What should I do? I don't have room for all my crops." And of course, this would be in today's time. Man, I got so much money, I'm just going to bank it. You know, I'm making tons of money right now, and I'm just going to buy stocks and bonds and just keep getting richer and all this and that in today's time. Then he said, "I know, I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. Then I will have room enough to store in all my wheat and other goods. And I'll sit back and say to myself, my friend, you have enough stored away for years to come. Now take it easy, eat, drink, and be merry." I know that's a very popular thing to do. Eat, drink, and be merry. That's common. But God said to him, you see the difference in our thinking? From our thinking to God's thinking. Look at the contrast. But God said to him, "You fool, you will die this very night. Then who will get everything you worked for?" And here's the kicker. Look how important the rest of the statement is. Let me read it again. "Yes, a person is a fool to store up earthly wealth, but not have a rich relationship with God." So guys, reality, having a relationship with God is priority. If we focus on the things of God, asking God to be real in our lives and direction for our lives, and even what he would have us to do with that wealth that we've gained. Actually, it was him that allowed us to have that wealth in the first place. To die with all that wealth and not know God is a wasted life. Guys, don't waste your life away seeking wealth and seeking position and seeking popularity, and in the end it's a waste. You're going to waste your life away. Not knowing God and having all this wealth is a terrible combination. But of course, the best combination would be to have wealth and to ask God to be involved in your life and knowing him at the same time. I do believe it's okay to be wealthy and know God. Don't fall into the lie and the trap of thinking that priority one is wealth and making money, popularity, and all this kind of thing. It's a lie. The most important thing for you, according to Jesus, is to be rich toward God. So guys, I hope you have a great weekend. And I hope that you will form that relationship with God and put him and make him priority of your life. Have a good weekend.